Hello, hello, welcome to today's lesson. Today we'll be drawing a honeybee. So let's go ahead and get started. You can take a look at the picture on the left hand side there to follow along. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with her head. We're just going to draw a circle. Remember, most of these drawings you can do with basic shapes. So let's start with a large oval for her head. Alright, so there's her head. Now if you notice on the picture there, her body's kind of going this way, so I like to draw a guideline. Remember, a guideline is just something that we use to help us with the positioning of the drawing, and then that'll be erased later. So let's go ahead and draw the curve here. And this way we kind of get an idea of how her body's turning. Now for this, she kind of has a bean shape. So to make that, we're just going to do one oval here. And we're going to do another oval down here. These don't have to be perfect. We're going to clean it up. There is her basic body shape, just two ovals. All right, and then she has some real big eyeballs, so let's go ahead and draw those up top. Again, just two ovals. And this one's going to be slightly smaller, so it looks like it's kind of at an angle, like she has her head turned a little bit. Alright, and then behind her left eye here, she's got some antennas sticking up. Again, just two ovals. Let's draw two ovals like that right up top, and then we'll come down with two curved lines for the one antenna, and then another curved one here for this outside antenna. Alright, so this is what you should have so far. One large circle, two small ovals for her body, two ovals for her eyes, and then an oval and two curved lines for each antenna. Alright, and then you can see here we have in the back we have her wings. So let's go ahead and draw our wings, and then we'll get everything cleaned up for the next step. Alright, so we'll draw one large wing out here in the front. And then these wings are going to be transparent, so we're actually going to leave this overlapping just like we have it here. But the rest of this image, all these guidelines and overlapping shapes, let's go ahead and get that all cleaned up. But first, let's connect this body. On the outside left here, let's go ahead and just draw a line connecting these two. And then right on the right outside of this top oval, just go in there and just draw a little curve there to connect this, because this is all going to be one shape. So that's going to give us the outside of her body. Alright, we'll go ahead and use our eraser. Remember, when you're doing this, you always want to draw lightly because we're going to be erasing these guidelines throughout the picture. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add some of her details. Let's go ahead and draw her eyes in. We're just going to do two ovals. And this is for the black part of her eye. And then to give a little depth, we always put a little reflection. So this is going to be the white center of her eye. Just draw one oval here and an oval, another oval right here. Alright, so there we have her eyes. And since this one is a girl, go ahead and give her some pretty eyelashes on each side. It makes her look more like a girl. Alright, so there we have it so far. Now for her nose, I'm going to try and kind of draw a U shape. Bring it down and around, and then just a little arch to the left. So kind of a U shape. And then right down here on the left hand side, and that'll give her the crease in her smile. And then we'll just draw another U shape, and that'll be the opening in her mouth. And then a little dome here inside, and that's going to be her tongue. And to give her a little depth, we just put a little line down here. Just makes it look like she's got some dimension there in her face. Alright, so that's what we should have so far. Now we'll do the stinger. So her stinger down here, we're just going to draw another oval. just like that. And then come in and draw kind of a curved cone for her stinger. And you can see how just putting that oval down in there makes it look like she has a little dimension, like it's coming out of the bottom side of her there. All right. Now we'll go ahead and draw in her arms and her legs. For this, to make it easy, just to get our placement down, we're going to draw a single line straight down, and then we'll just draw a little oval here. This is where her hand is going to be. This is how we can get her placement. And this one's going to go up and over her wings. So let's draw an oval there, and then we'll draw, or excuse me, a curved line and then an oval, and that will be the bottom of her left hand here. Actually, her right hand, because she's facing us, but anyways. All right, down here, you can see how her legs are curved. So we'll go ahead and draw one curve here, do an oval, and that'll be her bottom of her foot. Then just come out here and do another one. We'll do the bottom of her foot here. All right, so this is what we should have so far. Now we'll go ahead and fill in her arms and her legs, and what we're going to do there is we'll just draw a line on the outside of this one, drawing a line on the inside. This will give her her arm, and again the same out on this side. We'll draw one on the inside and then one on the outside. All right, so we should have something like that. Again, we're just going to do the same for the legs. One on the inside, one on the outside, one on the outside, and then one on the inside. And you can see how these single lines kind of save us from erasing more than we need to if we need to put it in a different spot or change the angle. All right, and then for her hands, again, we're just using those ovals. Just draw one oval all the way across the bottom here. Then we'll do a small oval for her thumb. Then same thing on this side. Draw an oval. And draw an oval here. One here. Do one right there. All right. And then what are honeybees famous for besides their honey? Well, that's their black and yellow stripes. Actually, I think honeybees are black and brown. I'm not sure, but anyways, we'll do black and yellow today. So let's go ahead and draw this first one here. We'll draw another one right here. And you see how we make an arch, it makes it look like it's going around her body. It gives her body a little bit of dimension. And then we're going to do one right down here in the bottom. All right, so now she's getting a little messy, so let's go ahead and again clean up all these guidelines with our eraser. And remember, drawing lightly makes it a lot easier to erase when you need to. So let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. All right, and there you have it. There is our finished sketch of our honeybee. And we'll go ahead as usual and draw the outline for it. Again, I'm just using a Sharpie marker, and we are going to erase all the guidelines once we put down the Sharpie marker, so make sure that whatever pen or ink you use to outline it is dry before we do that. So let's go ahead and get started with the outline. All right, and there you have it. There is our finished outline for our honeybee. And we'll go ahead and get all these pencil marks here cleaned up. Remember, make sure whatever ink you're using is dry before you erase. And the Sharpies dry pretty quick, so I know I can go ahead and erase over this pretty much when I'm done outlining it. All right, and there you have it. There's our finished honeybee. All we need to do now is go ahead and add some color. All right, here's our finished picture. We hope you enjoyed the lesson, and if you'd like to see more videos like these, please consider subscribing to support the channel. And remember, be kind, work hard, and keep drawing, and we'll see you next time. Thanks!